Okay, what if I told you that the way you learn math in school is actually the slow way? Today, we're going to unlock a method that lets you multiply any two-digit number, pretty much in your head, all in one single line. Seriously, it feels like a magic trick, but I promise you it's pure awesome logic. So let's take a look at this problem. 43 times 52. Just for a second, think about how you'd solve this right now. You're probably picturing a piece of paper, right? And you'd have what? A couple of lines of work, an addition step, the usual deal.
Yeah, you do something like this. You multiply by the 2, then you multiply by the 5, which is really 50, right? Then you add them up. Look, this is the standard method. It totally works. It's reliable, but it's kind of clunky. It takes up space and time. But what if, and this is the cool part, what if we could just collapse all of that into one single, clean calculation?
Well, the solution comes from this amazing ancient system of math. And the secret? It's a single formula. It's often called the general formula for all multiplication. That's a huge claim, right? Think of it like a master key that can unlock any multiplication problem. And today, we're going to learn exactly how to use it.
Now, it's got a fancy name, I'll give you that. Urdhva Tiryagbhyam. It sounds complicated, I know, but all it means in Sanskrit is vertically and crosswise. That's it. Just remember that simple phrase, vertically and crosswise, because that's literally the entire instruction manual for this whole thing.
Okay, so how does vertically and crosswise actually work? Well, it's this incredibly simple and elegant three-step pattern. And the way it works is we're going to build our answer from right to left, one digit at a time.
And the pattern, this is the coolest part. The easiest way to remember it is just 3 letters. I, X, I. See it? So step 1 is that first I. You multiply vertically straight down on the right. Step 2 is the X in the middle. You crisscross multiply and then add those two results together. And step 3 is that final I. You multiply vertically again, but this time on the left. So it's right, middle, left. I, X, I. That is the whole game right there.
You know, the best way to really get this is to just do it. So grab a pen and paper or just do it in your head. For these next few problems, I really want you to solve them right along with me. We'll start out super simple, and then we'll crank up the difficulty. You ready? Let's do this. All right, let's start with a nice, easy one, just to get the feel for the pattern. We're going to do 21 times 31. This one's perfect because there are no carryovers to worry about. We can just see that pure IXI structure in action.
Okay, let's apply that IXI pattern. Step 1, the first I on the right. 1 times 1 is 1. Boom, that's the last digit of our answer. Now for the X in the middle. We do 2 times 1, which is 2, and 3 times 1, which is 3. We add them together. 2 plus 3 is 5. That's our middle digit. And finally, the last I on the left. 2 times 3 is 6. That's our first digit. So what do we have? 6, 5, 1. 651. See? So simple.
All right, that was pretty straightforward, right? No sweat. But what happens when one of those steps gives you a two-digit number? Well, that's where carrying comes in. Let's find out exactly how it works with 42 times 33.
So really, the only new thing we're adding here is how to handle a carry. Just watch. Step 1, vertically on the right. 2 times 3 is 6. Easy. No carry there. Now step 2, the crisscross. We've got 4 times 3, that's 12, and 3 times 2, that's 6. Okay, 12 plus 6 is 18. Now, here's the key part. You write down the 8, and you mentally or physically carry that 1 over to the next step. Got it? So, step 3, vertically on the left. 4 times 3 is 12. But wait, don't forget that 1 we carried. We have to add it now. 12 plus 1 is 13. We write down the whole 13 since it's the last step. So our answer is 1386. Make sense?
You ready to level up? Because this time, we might get carryovers from multiple steps. Let's try 63 times 45. Now don't worry, the rule is exactly the same. It doesn't change. You just write one digit down and you carry the rest over. All right, let's put this thing into action. Step 1, right side. 3 times 5 is 15. So what do? We write down the 5 and we carry the 1. Good. Step 2, crisscross time. 6 times 5 is 30. 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, 30 plus 12 is 42. But remember, we have to add that 1 we carried over. So 42 plus 1 is 43. We write down the 3 and carry the 4. You see the pattern? Okay, last step, left side. 6 times 4 is 24. Now we just add that 4 we carried, which gives us 28, and we just string it all together, 2835. Boom.
I bet you're really starting to get the hang of this now. It's kind of fun, right? Okay, let's do one more tough one just to really lock in this skill. This one looks a little intimidating. 87 times 29. But you know what? With our IKE-XI pattern, it's just another 3 simple steps.
Okay, let's walk through this one together, nice and slow. Step 1, on the right. 7 times 9 is 63. So we write the 3 and carry that big 6. Got it. Now step 2, the crisscross. We have 8 times 9, that's 72. And 2 times 7, that's 14. Add them up. 72 plus 14 is 86. Now, what do? We add the 6 we carried. 86 plus 6 gives us 92. So we write down the 2 and carry the 9. All right, home stretch. Final step. 8 times 2 is 16. Add that 9 we carried, and we get 25. And there it is. 2, 5, 2, 3. 25, 23. Think about that. You just solved a pretty complex multiplication problem in one single line. That's awesome.
Seriously, great work. You've seen the method in action, from easy problems to tough ones. Now, let's just take a moment to talk about how to really master this, and more importantly, how to avoid the one mistake that trips everybody up at first.
So let's do a quick recap of the core rules. Rule number 1, always follow that IXI pattern, right? Middle, left. Rule 2, remember that middle X step involves 2 multiplications and then 1 addition. Don't forget to add. Rule 3, you only ever write down the last digit, the units digit, of your result for each step. And finally, Rule 4, you carry everything else, that tens digit, over to the very next step on the left. That's the whole system.
Okay, now listen up, because this is the single most important tip for getting this right every single time. The number one mistake people make, it's simple. They forget to add the carryover from the last step. So here's how you fix that. You build a new mental habit. After you calculate a step, but before you write that digit down, you pause and you ask yourself one question. Is there a carry? Just burn that question into your brain. If you do that, you'll nail it. Just practice that rhythm. Multiply, multiply, add, multiply. Soon enough, it'll become total muscle memory.
So there you have it. You now have this incredibly powerful new tool in your mental toolkit. But here's what's really exciting. This whole vertically and crosswise thing, it isn't just for 2-digit numbers. What if I told you that this exact same logic, just expanded a little bit, can solve 3-by-3 multiplication? Or even polynomial multiplication in algebra, like ax plus b times cx plus d? It's true. This simple IXI pattern is a key that unlocks a huge part of mathematics. So the only question left is, what are you going to solve with it next?